We know that Astro Arena comes with the event-based additional boss fight mode. This mode comes in two variants, first normal mode and second hard mode. The normal mode is quite simple to beat, nothing much. Dodge the attacks and melt down the Catastrophe's health bar. The problem arises with the hard mode. The hard mode comes with all sorts of power-ups of the Catastrophe that it almost feels like cheating. There is this moment when the boss just suddenly explodes when you are just a second away of beating it. So today in this video we will discuss in detail about the important things that you need to keep in mind while fighting the boss. So get ready with some snacks and enjoy the video as I unveil the ways to defeat it. I will point out 3 things you need to remember. 1. The 70 to 75% heal up. 2. 25 to 30% heal up. 3. The last dance. This is also the most important of all. Before talking about those points, let's start with some basic things. Always keep one thing in mind, that while doing the boss fight in hard mode, time is of very importance. When the Catastrophe's health depletes to 50%, you get an additional time of 50 seconds, which you have to use very efficiently. Actually, the boss isn't hard to defeat, but the time is. This mode's baby monsters comes enclosed in a sack, which also needs to be destroyed. In the normal mode, the sack automatically bursts and spits out the monsters, but in this one you have to do it, or it takes a lot of time for it to burst by itself. And as I said, time is of essence. So I recommend using your ultimate move the moment those sacks comes out and melt down those monsters ASAP. After that, fighting the boss is the same as in normal mode till it reaches 70 to 75% of its health bar. Now begins the points I talked about earlier. When the monster reaches this condition, it will try to regain health by digesting one of the purifying ponds you use to purify the poison effect of the monster. And his health regain gets from 65% to 77 or 80%. And by that time, the timer may have already been hitting 1 minute 30 seconds, which means it's basically impossible now to melt it down to 0, as there are still more annoying cheats coming up next. But there is a way to handle them. Actually, it only gains health if only the pond is pure, but it'd have an opposite effect if the pond is poisoned. The monster gets stunned for a few seconds and you can keep on damaging it. You just have to get poisoned by one of his darts he throws at you. Once you get poisoned, you can just follow him after he reaches the critical point and poison the pond before he reaches it. Remember, you need to poison it before he gets to it. Otherwise, the poison will not work on the pond and he will gain his health too. This one is the same as step 1. But what makes this point important that you will be lacking very much in time. So you must not make mistake in this 1-3. Now it's the turn of the most important point. The last dance. When the Catastrophe reaches 15% health, a meter appears on the screen. As you can see, there are 2 lines, yellow and white. The catch here is you have to keep on damaging it until the white meter runs out. And you have to do this before the yellow meter reaches the other end. Failing to do so will result in a huge all-out explosion. But if you succeed, then the explosion doesn't happen, and you can kill the boss. Since it's just less than 15% health, you can kill it within 20 seconds. So that's all for this video. I hope this video was useful. If yes, please mind leaving a like and subscribe to this channel for more.